What is going on? What is the deal? Jay, what's up, Jay? What's going on, Zen? Why are you like this? I am shocked and disappointed. What did I do? What did I do? There we go, there we go. Anyway, Cannon Hotel back at it again with another one. Hopefully y'all can hear me. I left my I left my daggone lavalier mics at work charged, and I was like, where are my light mics? So sorry for the late start. When I say I almost killed myself this morning, bruh, I walked outside and I almost died. So icy outside. I fucking almost took a fucking dive. Oh my gosh, it was bad. It looked like some Scooby-Doo shit. But I digress. I had to get the car started out and all that other stuff. I did not expect it to be like that because I woke up this morning thinking I was about to take the kids to school. Like, oh, they got a little 2-hour delay. I got to put my daughter on the bus at 8:30. Let me go ahead and get up. Then I look at the phone. They done canceled school. I'm like, they canceled school? What? And they say, well, it's icy conditions. I'm like, I'm sure it's icy conditions, but it can't be that bad. Nigga, was I wrong? I almost bust my ass. I bust my ass, my nigga. I bust my ass. It was bad. It was bad, bro. Oh my gosh, yo, it was terrible. Oh my gosh, it was terrible. Anyway. If you're new, hit the like, hit the subscribe button, hit the notification icon. We on our way to work. Man, oh man, oh man, oh man. Anyway. It looks like Donald Trump has broken the left. They officially have gone fucking batshit crazy. And I really don't understand. It, right? Now, certain things that I got, I'm like, the whole hate speech shit against Israel, that's a problem. Like, yo, it's America, First Amendment, baby. Like, okay, if somebody's talking shit against Israel, it should not be met with expulsion from school and or deportation or whatever it is if you're, here abroad or, But aside from a couple of things, I'm just sitting there like, yo, what's the problem? Like, they're really having a fucking conniption fit because he's saving money. They found almost $2 trillion in wasteful spending in the couple of years. And we're talking wasteful spending like crazy ass grants. Like I gave you guys an example the last time, like, the $50 million that sent to Gaza for condoms. $50 million? Like what? These grants to study, why certain grass grows faster than other grass. Shut out. And some of these grants you be hearing them, you're like, huh? Like you give that much money for some bullshit like that? Then you start to realize, oh, it's like a little money laundering situation. You give out a grant for some dumb shit, and then you just be able to, send that money to where it needs to go. People crying about USAID, they don't even know what USAID do. I'm like, USAID is it's the purse for for Charlie Indigo Alpha. It's just another branch of Charlie Indigo Alpha. Then you find out that USAID's been funneling millions and millions of dollars to certain media outlets. Almost like Operation Mockingbird never left. Almost like Operation Mockingbird never left. Right, but see what they do, right, is they gaslight the masses into making it seem like, oh my God, he's taking away your civil rights. He's taking away your civil rights. I'm like, what civil rights has he taken away? What civil rights has he taken away? You have to explain this to me. Then their go-to is the DEI shit. And I'm like, okay, DEI never helped black folks. DEI never helped black folks. And what's wrong with a merit-based society? Like, I'd rather get my job based on my merits. Like, for example, right? Would you rather a person work alongside you, right? Let's just say, okay, I'm a systems administrator, right? I'm a systems administrator. I don't want another quote unquote systems administrator to be working next to me that don't know shit about fucking IT. Like, damn, how you get this job? Like, that's a problem for me. And they got it solely because either they're a woman or they fucking somebody that they're same sex or whatever, or they gay, or they like. It's like, no, I don't give a fuck about if you're gay. I don't care if you fucking think you're a woman or a guy. If you can do the job, then cool, okay? Like, don't put somebody next to me that's getting paid the same amount as me with the same position that I have or title that I have that don't know shit about the fucking job. That just makes more work for me. Like, that's a problem for me. Like, no, it needs to be merit-based. If you're going to hire somebody, they need to know what the fuck they're doing. Their race, their gender, and all that shit needs to be a fucking afterthought. That's like a, oh yeah, and by the way type situation. Like, yeah, this person did this, and this. They have this credential, this credential, this credential. They have these recommendations, these references. Oh, that's fantastic. Oh, by the way, they transition. They're a trans woman. Oh, okay. Well, can they do the fucking job? Oh yeah, most definitely. All right, then who the fuck cares? That's how it should be, but that's not how they was running the DEI programs. And people need to see that shit. Stop listening to the news. The news sitting there gaslighting people. Oh, he did this. Like, no, nigga, it should be merit based. Period. They've been stealing our money forever. You would think that as American citizens who get 30 and 40% of our fucking income taken away from us in taxes, you would be a little optimistic about, hey, if this nigga can give me back my 40% I pay in taxes that they waste anyway, I'm gonna say this again, that they waste anyway, the world will be a much better place, especially for me. Can the government spend your money better than you can spend your money? Chris, you got a point. They shouldn't even be allowed to ask about any of that shit. You're 100% right, yo. They shouldn't even be allowed to ask about shit like that. It shouldn't even fucking matter. So I said it should be an afterthought. It shouldn't even fucking matter. Simple as that. And if they get discriminated on when they get to that job or they get hired, then guess what? You got HR for that. You got all of those other laws in place for discrimination. You know how I know that? Because every fucking quarter, I got to take a fucking course on this shit. Every fucking quarter, I got to take a course on this shit. Anti-harassment training and all this other bullshit. So to sit here and make these arbitrary offices and shit like that, it's just a waste of fucking money. But like I said, back to the taxes and shit. You would think you'd be optimistic. Like, yo, he said that he can end the income taxes, federal income taxes. I don't think he'll get rid of state, which I don't, honestly. Maybe we should keep the state taxes, maybe. You know what I mean? Because we live in these states. But whatever, federal income tax. If I can keep the fucking 40% that they fucking snatch from me, I'd be in a pretty fucking great place right now. I'd be in a pretty fucking fantastic place right now. A pretty fantastic place right now. I'm just saying. But you think that people be rooting for that shit, but they not. They're not. It's crazy, right? So let's just say the tariffs and shit work, right? Let's just say the tariffs and shit work, and you get your money back that you pay in taxes. That will stimulate the economy. People be purchasing more things, going on more vacations, more trips, buying cars, and maybe to stimulate the housing market again, um, investing more, opening more businesses, um, like shit like that. Like, it would definitely stimulate the economy. Even like just to say, let's just say, oh, we got to pay an extra dollar for eggs or some shit like that, right? Nigga, if you got your 40, you got all that money to take out of your shit and tax extra dollar on the fucking thing. I mean, am I wrong? Am I wrong? That extra dollar don't mean a fucking thing. Period, full stop. But he has officially broke the left. They're really working against themselves. They're really working against themselves. They're like, I don't know what happened. It's like they went right back to where they left off in 2019, 2018, 2017. Like I said, they're working against themselves, man. They running out here trying to fucking start underground railroads for fucking illegal immigrants. We ain't talking about legal immigrants, people that walked through the front door and did everything they were supposed to do to be here lawfully. We talking about people that snuck in here illegally. More so, the criminal element in those illegal immigrants. The criminal element in those illegal. I'm gonna say it one more time. The criminal element in those illegal immigrants. We want to help them. Like, did y'all know, right? There's still like 300,000. There's still like 300,000 illegal immigrant children missing in America. Y'all know that? There's still 300,000 missing immigrant children in America because of the shit job, the piss poor job, the dereliction of duty that the Biden administration did on the border. They allowed these people to come through unfettered, unchecked, unvetted. They brought children with them that wasn't their kids. Now all these kids is fucking missing. But the news don't want to talk about that shit. The news don't want to talk about that shit. They don't want to tell you that. Where the missing kids at? It'd be crazy though. It'd be wild that if these ICE raids might produce a lot of these children that we can't find. It'd be crazy, right? It'd be crazy, right? Oh, Lord forbid that shit. Lord forbid ICE out here doing these raids on illegal criminals, not the legal immigrants. And I'm not even talking about the illegal immigrants that are here that aren't doing criminal activity. I'm talking about the legal immigrants, the illegal immigrants that are here that are doing criminal activity. They doing these raids on these people. I wouldn't be surprised they start coming across these missing children. Y'all against that shit too? Y'all against that shit too? Like, I just want to know. All right, we back. We back. My face ain't too big in the camera, is it? It ain't too big in the camera, is it? But the thing is, right, they want to make like, oh, Trump, here we go, dictator from day one. I'm like, damn, I ain't think finding stolen money, I guess you would say, or misused money will be an issue. I didn't know giving parents who want to homeschool their children $10,000 grants to homeschool their kids for supplies and stuff like that. I didn't know that was a terrible thing. I didn't know school choice, allowing you to pick the school that your kid goes to if you don't like their own school. I didn't know that was a fucking terrible thing. I didn't know finding 1.8 billion or 1.9 trillion dollars in wasteful spending was a bad thing. Last I remember, we all want the deficit to go down, right? $23 trillion in debt for bullshit. Most of on them spending bills for bullshit. Then he goes and finds it, and everybody's mad. They're calling him a tyrant, and oh my God, Elon. Now again, I don't, like I said before, I don't know if Elon is fucking Lex Luthor or if he's Bruce Wayne. The jury's still out on him, and it's still out on him as far as I'm concerned. However, he going into these companies and or these divisions and like, yo, what the fuck is this? They spent $10 million on like caviar dinners or steak dinners and shit like that. Like, what the fuck? Like, they're finding like all of this misused funds for like these stupid ass like departments and stuff that shouldn't even be a thing. 40,000 people just put in their resignation in the federal government. 40,000 people just voluntarily resigned from the government. That saves $100 billion. Saves $100 billion annually. When you sit here and you spend, put everything on credit, and you run up your fucking debt, when you finally get your shit together and you gotta start to like pay this shit off or get your spending and your finances under control before you go bankrupt, what do? You start cutting costs. You start cutting spending. You start looking at shit and going, damn, I don't need that. Maybe I shouldn't DoorDash $10,000 a year in DoorDash. Oh shit, maybe I don't need this HBO Max membership. Damn, maybe I should go and see if I can get a cheaper car insurance. I'm paying $400 a month for one car. Maybe I should go see if I can get some cheaper car insurance. You start looking at your bills and your finances, and you're like, where can I cut costs? Where can I cut costs to save me some money and make make my life a little easier? It's the same shit with the government. And these politicians, these ones that's gaslighting y'all out here with these bullhorns out here, talking about we're going to fight like hell to defy Trump. They're directly affected because it's affecting their fucking pocketbook. It's affecting their purse. Did you know that the Clinton Foundation was one of the main recipients of U.S. aid money? Why? Why is the Clinton Foundation one of the main recipients of U.S. aid money? Can somebody answer that for me? Why is Politico and some of these other news outlets getting hundreds of millions of dollars from U.S. aid? Can somebody explain that to me? That don't sound like U.S. aid to me. The funny part is the name U.S. aid. That shit don't mean that it's out here helping. It is the United States Agency for International Development. They out here overthrowing countries. I'm sure U.S. aid has something to do with Gaddafi. I'm sure U.S. aid has some shit to do with the Sudan. I'm sure U.S. aid had everything to do with what's going on over there in Ukraine. $177 billion was given to the Ukraine. And guess what Zelensky comes out and says? Y'all know what Zelensky came out and said? You know what Zelensky came out? He said that out of the $177 billion that they got sent, 175 billion they got sent. They only got 77 billion. He don't know where the other 100 billion is. I bet I could tell you where that other 100 billion is. It went to the pockets of some politicians. That's what happened. There are processes in place that should not be bypassed. Is that right? How do you know they bypassing these processes? Maybe these processes are in place to stifle the recoup of that money. That's what it seems like to me. Zelensky said, I don't know where that fucking money went. Like, I got 77 billion. That's how much I got. I don't know where the other 100 billion is. I know where it went. I'm sure 10% went to the big guy. Another 10% probably went to old Barry O. Sam Bankman-Fried laundered the rest of that shit. Where's the money that they're supposedly saving going? Hey, that's remained to be seen. I'm hoping it's going back into the fucking into the people. We'll find out. We'll find out. But I'm gonna tell you this. Say what you want. They're being more transparent than any other administration's been when it comes to this shit. I'm just saying. And then they talk about Elon. Like I said, I don't know if Elon, Bruce Wayne or Lex Luthor, but you know what I do know? Elon answers to somebody. Elon isn't just out here fucking running roughshod. He has to answer to somebody in government. He can't just unilaterally make his decisions that he's making. He has to run that past somebody that's above him. Called checks and balances. Called checks and balances. But the news wants you to believe that Elon's just out here doing shit unfettered, unchecked, and that's not the case. Elon's still sketchy to me though. But until he does some crazy shit that I'm like, hey yo, get that nigga the fuck out of here. I gotta see how this shit go. Canada and Mexico already bent the knee to the tariffs. Yeah, everybody was so scared about. Because they really don't want that smoke. China, the only one I'm worried about. China like, yo, bring it. We want that action. That's the only. Oh, it might take a minute to break China. It might take a minute to break China. China on the rise, but I don't think they got the resources in that trade war. Find out. We will find out. The bottom line is this. He came in this bitch ready to work. And he been working, he been saving his money, he been finding all this money. If he can do the whole no income tax shit, that's a fucking win. That's a fucking win. If he can do no tax on tips, that's a win. If he can do no tax on overtime, that's a win. School choice is a win. Hotep's we've been talking about the homeschool initiative for how many years? How many years have we been talking about the homeschool initiative? That's right, Brian. Everybody answer to somebody. You got a whole goddamn point, right? But we've been talking about the homeschool initiative for a minute. We had a homeschool thing going on for the longest time. Trump come in and like, yo, you want to homeschool your kids? Cool. We're gonna make it so that you can apply for a $10,000 grant to homeschool your kids to cover the cost and to cover the materials that you need to do so. That's a fucking win in my book. Chicago, y'all need to get rid of fucking Brandon Johnson. He looking at y'all, he playing in y'all face. Y'all already made your voices heard. Y'all like, yo, these illegals up here taking all our resources and shit. Y'all giving them all this money, getting them housing and stuff, and we ain't got shit. The fuck is this? Brandon Johnson doubling down on his nonsense. They need to get rid of him. Baltimore, Brandon Scott gotta go. This nigga want to sue Trump over DEI programs, which, by the way, the DEI thing that Trump is doing is only federal. It has shit to do with the state or the local level. But he want a virtue signal and talk about he want to sue Trump. Meanwhile, Baltimore City is in fucking shambles. The city in fucking shambles. He worried about some DEI initiatives. The city is in fucking shambles. Hey, Miss Penny. Good. How you feeling? You welcome. Why don't you get the fucking crime under control, Brandon? Brandon Johnson and Brandon Scott, two dumbasses. Get the fucking crime under control, yo. How about that? Why don't you find some of this mismanaged money, Brandon Scott? Fucking Maryland fucking broke. Maryland broke as a motherfucker. They worried about some fucking. They worried about some crazy ass shit like DEI. Like, no, we need to worry about how we going to survive. Like, hey, come on, we got a bridge to rebuild. We had to beg. We had to get on our knees and beg the federal government for that money. You know what I mean? This shit is crazy. What the fuck are you talking about? Those grants are just a handout to private schools. How is it a handout to the private school when an individual parent can apply for it? By the way, how many people would rather send their kid to a fucking private school than their public school in their area? How about that? I know a bunch of parents around here in Baltimore that would rather send their kid to fucking Mount St. Joe. They'd rather send their kid to McDonough, to Mercy, than to have them go to the zone schools where they're not learning shit. You got some parents that want to send their kids to charter schools, but they can't get them there. They can't get them in. I'm sorry, they can't get them in. They don't live in the area. My little brother went to a charter school, a fantastic charter school, Hampstead Hill Academy here in Baltimore City over there. I think it's in Greektown. Yeah, I think it's in Greektown. He had to use a family member's address just to go there. Now you got school choice. Like, yo, you can send your kid there. That's what's up. What's up, a bit? Jeffrey said public schools should be abolished. Public schools need to be overhauled. I'm not even going to say they need to be abolished. They need to be overhauled. If you go to public schools, I think the best thing to do is what Trump is doing is to leave it up to the states. The states and local government determine how the public schools are run. They have control over the curriculum. Not the federal government. Federal government out here they the ones that got our kids doing this stupid ass math. This Common Core bullshit. Making our kids dumber. I'm like, what the fuck? They got you going back to counting with sticks and shit? I told y'all the story. I thought it came home with some long division. I was all, I knew this shit. Your dad's an engineer. I know the long division. We did that shit. I taught her how to do long division. She came back with a 0 on her homework. A 0. Because they wanted her to, she needed to have an estimate, not an exact figure. And she has to do it the way we taught her. Like, so, the answer's right, though. But because she ain't do it the way y'all taught her to do it, she got a 0. Because she ain't do it the Common Core way. I showed her the common sense way. But because it wasn't the Common Core way, she got a 0. You know how you deal with unregulated businesses raising prices, Ethan? And I'm not jumping on you, yo. You vote with your wallet. If Safeway more expensive than Aldi's, guess what? I'm gonna go shop at Aldi's, and guess what? Eventually, Safeway gonna bring them prices down. If I go to a doctor and say I want to have LASIK surgery, and the one doctor told me it's $6,000 to do LASIK, but the other doctor told me it's $4,000, I'm going to the doctor that's gonna charge me $4,000. Eventually, the doctor with $6,000 is probably gonna bring his prices down to compete with the doctor that said it's $4,000. Free market to fucking dictate that. You think so? It do matter. Go out there and get some of them mom and pop shops. Go out there and patronize some of these mom and pop shops. I bet you it do change. Enough people vote with their wallet, the free market will correct itself. I'm not saying you wrong, yo. I'm just saying there's a way to go about it. I'm definitely not saying you wrong, Ethan. There's a way to go about it, though. You know what I mean? Again, you know what I mean? Go to the mom and pop shops. I patronize mom and pop shops all the time. All the time. It's a better product. It might cost me a couple more dollars, but it's a better product, and it's helping somebody. It's helping a small business. It's helping a small business. Excuse me, I'm gonna choke on candy. You know, why would I go to, I don't know, the Great Cookie or Fresh Bakery? But I know a lady that's doing a bakery out of her house who her cakes are just as good. Prices might be a little higher because she don't have the hookup as far as the supply chain go. I'm gonna give her the extra $2 because like yo, I'm supporting her, and I do that, and I think more people should do that. You know, I'm just saying. You know, you do it the way the teacher tells her to do it. Look, that's still. I mean, do it the way the teacher tells her to do it. But if the fucking answer's correct, it don't matter how you came across the answer. I mean, it don't matter how you came across the answer as long as the answer's correct and you showed your work. If the answer's correct and you showed your work, what's the problem? You call it the American dream because you gotta be asleep to believe it. Okay. Question though, right? And it's no jab. You don't believe in the American dream? That's cool, right? America is just a terrible country, right? We just racist and bigoted. Like why? Like all the people that's saying that and you'll never get anywhere. Why y'all still here? Why are we still here? Julie Jones says, I starve 4 nights a week, 2 jobs, and still can't make it. Now imagine if you didn't get taxed on that money, Julie. Imagine you was working those jobs and you didn't get taxed on that money. Would that help you out tremendously? Huh? That's my question. Yo, what's up, Jason? If kids are estimating the math, they better be doing some kind of a crazy. You know? I hear you. Yeah, they want to tax you. Well, yeah, they do. But if Trump get rid of that no tax on no payroll tax, you can put that money back in your pocket. If Trump get rid of that no tax on overtime, Trump could put that back. That money going in your pocket. You ain't got to worry about paying. Because sometimes you could do too much overtime, and that overtime can fuck you up. You know. I'm just saying. I'm just saying. The overtime going to pay out different? How? Last I checked, if I get overtime on what I make, that's time and a half. If I work on a holiday, that's double time. If there's no pay, if there's no, that's the law of the land. If if there's no tax on the overtime, then boom. I just banked some money. You know? America has problems, doesn't mean I don't love it. I want to work though. You want to work through it. Not all Americans is bad. I get you. That is true. I like Ethan. They will turn it into a monthly hour, and they can work you overtime your first week and make it up over the rest of the month. You think so? Think that's what they're going to do? Is that speculation, Julie? See, and it's cool to operate on special speculation. You know what I mean? You know, it's okay to speculate. You know, my whole channel is just I give you the news and then I give you what I think. That's speculation, but at the same time, I'm giving you what I think. And if a company do some shady shit like that, then you don't need to work for that company. See, what Trump's trying to do is limit government. He's limiting government. And I'm all for limiting government. Everybody should be for limiting government. The Department of Education should be left up to the states and the local government. It should be left up to the states and the local. The federal government should be dealing with existential threats and certain fiscal responsibilities. But a lot of this stuff that the federal government does can be left up to the states. And that's what he's trying to do. You know, I'll look into it, Julie. I'll look into it. But me being an employer myself, right? And I'm not some rinky-dink, fly-by-night employer. My family's had our business for 23 years. I've heard no such thing. And when the no tax on overtime comes, guess what? My employees that work overtime, because I have employees that do work pretty good overtime, guess what? I'm not going to tax them on it. My family's not going to tax them on it. Now, you're going to have some companies that want to do some shady shit like, all right, he just made 60 hours in overtime last week. Cut his hours for the month. There are shady companies that do that. Walmart's one of them. Walmart is one of them. Right? They was doing that shit before the no tax on fucking tips. You know that hasn't taken place, but Walmart been doing that shit for fucking ever. But that's not all companies going to sit there and do that shit. You know what I mean? There's going to be money to be made. What up, Jeff? We've been advocating for the IRS to get the fuck up out of here. IRS needs to go the way of the dodo. You know? I understand, Julie, but I don't see tyranny with Trump. I didn't see tyranny with Trump in 2016. I saw a lot of tyranny with Kamala and Joe. I saw a lot of dictator features. Jeez, I can't even talk to them. A lot of dictator features in them. Take the shot in your arm or else you can't work. You can't get on the plane. You can't do this. You can't do that. Wear the mask. Or if you don't wear the mask, then you can't go here. You can't go here. You can't go into this store. We're going to federally mandate this. If you're in the military, take this shot. If you don't take this shot, you'll be dishonorably discharged. That's fucked up. You know? I feel you. Everybody enjoy that tax. You know what? I used to enjoy tax returns. I wouldn't even call it a tax return anymore. I wouldn't even call it a tax return anymore. It's hardly a fucking return. I'm gonna tell you that much. Y'all wanted Trump to tax the top 10% when he made that tax plan? He did. People that didn't think they was in that top 10% tax bracket, they found out real fucking quick. You know? We'll see. We'll see, Jay. You may be surprised again. I hear what y'all saying, but that's just speculation. Thoughts on the BB? What's up, yo? Dr. Feels Good. Where you been at, yo? Thoughts on that BB visit? That shit was crazy. Like I said yesterday, yo. Like I said yesterday, Doc. That's the one thing I disagree with Trump on. But I knew it was going to happen. We all knew it was going to happen. I vehemently disagree with Trump on that whole we need to go in and take Gaza over shit. No, we don't. No, we don't. No, taxes ain't never fun, Jay. Especially for business owners. I told people how much the family had to pay last year. I think our family business had to pay 160, not like 2 years ago, $160,000, which was wild. Anyway, back to the BB shit. That shit was wild. When I heard BB was coming, I said, uh-oh, we about to hear about some alliance shit. Sure enough. But Hotep's been telling y'all, like, yo, look, we like Trump for a lot of things. We think right now Trump is the best for the economy to get us back on track. All right. Like you think you're going to be able to get a substantial bag under Trump, right? He ain't handing out no shit. He ain't giving you no handouts, but the money going to be left on the table for you to go get it. As far as like the Israel shit, we knew that shit. We was like, yo, he going to help Israel. He going to throw all resources toward Israel. We said this. Me, Hotep Jesus, Uncle Hotep, we all said it. So when he came out, but I think y'all was right yesterday because I went back and I rewatched it. When he came out and he was like, yeah, you know, we'll take over it. BB kind of looked like, ho, wait, what? BB was like, ho, wait, what? Now you kind of looked at, you could see it in his face like, ho, this nigga tripping. But Trump went at it like, you got your two kids is playing with a toy, right? Your two kids is playing with a toy, or they're fighting over a toy. You got two kids fighting over a toy, and here comes the parent like, give it to me. Now, neither one of you got it. That's what this Gaza shit sounded like when Trump said that shit. It's like he got two kids fighting over a fucking toy, and then the parent come in like, give it to me. Now, none of y'all got it. Now, I disagree with us going into Gaza. I don't think we need to mess with that. Let them figure that shit out. That's some cousins beef. That's some probate court shit that they got going on over there in the Middle East. We don't need to have no parts of that shit. But we saw it coming. I've even said it. I said, y'all keep fucking around with Gaza. That shit gonna be a fucking sandals resort. Watch. And I said that. I said that shit on my stream. I said, keep fucking around. Gaza gonna be a sandals resort. I said, Gaza gonna be a fucking sandals resort. And we also said, yo, that third temple, I don't know if Jabari in here or not. I said that third temple is gonna be raised under Trump. y'all think it's a game. We said it. We're objective over here. I'm looking at it purely on the economy and making my family better. You got 4 years to get your bag and then get the fuck off the grid. Right now, there's nothing to complain about that Trump's doing, in my opinion. If you're mad about the illegal immigration, I don't know why. Joe Biden allowed all them illegals in here, unfettered, unvetted. Then they find out that a bunch of them that's coming through there, we had a bunch of Chinese people fighting AIDS. They got stopped. Then Joe Biden had the Texas National Guard standing off against borders. I mean, he had the Borders Patrol standing off against the Texas National Guard because the Texas National Guard came down to enforce the border, and Trump told the Border Patrol agents to stand down. Reaction PR in the fucking chat. Am I lying? Reaction? Am I lying, sir? Reaction, boots on the ground when it comes to that shit. You know? Got 300,000 kids missing. You got to correct course. You got to go in there and do that. Then all the people out here standing with, we stand in solidarity with the immigrants. No, you don't. Because if you stood in solidarity with the immigrants, you would understand that the legal immigrants, the ones that came in here legally, the ones that did everything they were supposed to do to get here, they're being disproportionately affected by the illegal immigrants that are in here taking all of the fucking resources and shit. Yeah, thanks, yo. Jeffrey, what I say? I mean, Biden let all them people in? Yeah, Biden did it. Biden let all them motherfuckers in. Biden let all those in. 20 million people is the estimate. I've been conservatively saying 11 million people that Biden let in. Right? I've been conservatively saying 11 million, but it's looking more like 20 million people that got let in here. Then they come to find out some crazy astronomical number. I think it was like 600,000 of the people that was let in through the border were like serious criminals, like serious felons. There was some alleged terror cells, some ISIS people that slipped through the fucking cracks. Like it was fucked up, and you gotta correct course. You know? Yeah, Julie. Like I really do. Like I hope you have a better day. I hope you have I hope you have a great year. You know what I mean? I really do. I wish you prosperity, man. You know, it sucks to work a couple of jobs and still not have no. That shit is terrible. I know how that feels. You know what I mean? You know, it's but at the same time, it's like you got to do that. Biden forced his hand. You got to correct that shit. You got to correct it. Maybe you work a deal out with the illegals here, not making any waves and trying to work. Maybe you work a deal out with them. Maybe you figure out some kind of program for them. But the ones that's criminals in here, raping and pillaging and all this other shit, they gotta fucking go. And like I said, and if you find these children that are missing by way of going after these illegal criminals, then that's a fucking plus. Yo, Chicago was giving out free apartments, $6,000 stipends for furniture, and then like some crazy like $2,000 or $3,000 for like a month for food stamps, bruh. Spent so much money on illegal immigrants than we've done on our own citizens. On our own citizens. I agree, Robert. I definitely agree. That's right. New York was giving out $10,000 Visa cards. It was giving out $10,000 gift cards. Or was it $9,000? I feel like it might have been $9,000 because I think if you hit $10,000, you gotta pay some kind of tax. You know, anybody could have did what, yo? Anybody who could have put $3,000 on food stamps a month? No, you can't. The fucking government got to do that. Anybody could have gave them apartments? No, the government did that. We know that. That's just established. Yeah, the course correction is necessary. Damn, Jeff. Look, this is what I'm saying. Joe Biden rickrolled the shit out of y'all for 4 fucking years. It don't take a rocket scientist to see. It don't take a rocket scientist to see that when he got in office and he started reversing policies and regulations and orders that Trump put in place, that shit just went south. And it went south fast. Blame the governor of Texas. He sent them to Martha's Vineyard. Do you hear yourself? Do you hear yourself? The governor of Texas asked for help for fucking ever. They're coming in here at a rapid pace, unprecedented. We ain't got no place to put them. The Biden administration, I did a video on it, it's on my channel. The Biden administration didn't do shit about it. So Abbott came up with the fucking fantastic idea, like, okay, you don't want to help us? Okay, cool. Oh, they said they was a sanctuary city? Got it. Let's ship their ass to the sanctuary cities. The ones that said they would take them in. They said they were sanctuary cities. So they shouldn't have an issue, should they? Everybody wanted to be a sanctuary city until it was time to be a sanctuary city. The only person that wised up was Eric Adams, and you saw what happened to him. The minute he wised up and started asking questions and asking for help, they indicted his ass for a fucking airline seat upgrade. Nah, yo, some shit I should not be eating right now. Fucking airhead bites or whatever they are. Shit is fucking delicious. I should not be eating these motherfuckers. At this point, peanut M&Ms might be more healthier. My kid left me in here and just started eating these bitches. My kid done set me up. Mm-mm-mm. You invested in a bunch of XRP, XLM, DXE. Nigga, I got XRP. Hey yo, who was it? Was it El Negro or was it Win Lose a Rug? I need a wallet to put my XRP in and some other tokens. What's a good wallet? I would love, like, is a cold wallet a good option? For all about crypto people, is a cold wallet a good option? I need to know. Yo, it's crazy, yo. I'm doing good with losing this weight, yo. Funny part is I thought Trump was bullshitting about the Gaza shit. I thought he was just talking. I think he's serious, though. I think he's serious. I think he's fucking serious. Now, on one hand, it would probably stop the fighting between Israel and Palestine and them. But on the other hand, you displacing a lot of Palestinians. Now I can see if Trump was like, all right, we're going to take this shit over, we're going to rebuild it, and then we're going to fucking section this shit off. We're going to split this shit down the middle evenly, and y'all going to fucking like it. This nigga said, nah, Egypt and Jordan, they'll take the Palestinians. They got to find somewhere else to go. I'm coming in here, and we're going to redevelop this shit and create jobs. When I heard redevelop this shit and create jobs, I said, uh-oh, Trump Casino coming soon. And I'm not laughing because it's fucking hilarious. I'm laughing because we called this shit like 2 years ago. Like, yo, Trump get back in office, yo. That temple gonna get raised. That temple gonna get raised under Trump. Period, full stop. But yeah. Anyway, back to that crypto thing, yo. What's a good wallet? Should I just get a cold wallet? If it is a cold wallet, what's a good cold wallet to have? I just want to make sure I don't want my shit on the exchange. I don't want my shit on the exchange. I'm gonna buy some more XRP tomorrow. Right. I just want some, I just want to start off with like 100 XRP. You know what I mean? And I'll just keep buying. Maybe I'll buy like every paycheck or something like that. I'll buy like 100 XRP, and then when that shit start jumping, then we'll be getting it. You use Ledger Nano? Okay. Ledger Nano. So in other news, with all this bird flu shit going around, people are panic buying like a motherfucker. They are panic buying. They're talking about recalling or culling all of these eggs and chickens, and people are panic buying. Somebody, let me pull this shit up. Make sure if I can pull it up. Look at this shit, y'all. Can I do some of that? Oh man, is that how? I can't move that shit. I was hoping I could make that small. Anyway, said 100,000 eggs stolen from Pennsylvania farm during a heist. 100,000 eggs stolen from Pennsylvania farm. These niggas did an egg heist. These Negroes done did an egg heist. Bruh. Oh my gosh, yo. This shit is crazy. This is how out of hand it's gotten. They're going to manufacture another supply chain crisis by way of this shit. Remember they tried this a few years ago. Remember all them fucking chicken plants that went up in flames? All those eggs they destroyed? All those chickens they killed because of the quote-unquote bird flu? Then they told us that humans couldn't get the shit. The views and opinions expressed here on Canon Hotep YouTube channel does not represent the views of YouTube or its viewers. Viewer discretion is advised. Okay? This is just my opinion. This is all for entertainment purposes, YouTube. But these niggas done pulled a whole egg heist. But remember that shit? I did reports on that shit. All those chicken plants that went up in flames just mysteriously, burning down all or killing all these chickens. Remember, like you had like chicken houses on farms going up in flames. It was destroying all of these eggs because the bird flu. Meanwhile, at the time, we'll say allegedly, humans couldn't catch the shit. They said as long as you cook the chicken and the eggs, it's like I would assume you would want to cook chicken. And maybe you want to cook the eggs now if it is a thing. You know, you don't want to fucking throw back some raw eggs. But as long as you cook the chicken, I never heard of somebody eating medium rare chicken. Right? I never heard of somebody eating raw chicken. I think that's how you get salmonella, E. coli, one of them motherfuckers that could take you out of here. But I digress. You know. Now they like somehow it done spread. Now it's spread to the bovine. It's spread. So let me get this right. So now the bird flu done spread to the cows now. Mind you, it's a respiratory virus, right? It's a respiratory virus. So I would assume once you cook that shit at a certain temperature, it's a wrap. But I digress. That's allegedly. Now all of a sudden we got our first human case of it. Now they want to start getting rid of all these chickens and eggs and all this other stuff. These dudes stole 100,000 eggs. That is crazy. My wife went to Costco. Guess what wasn't in Costco? Eggs. I was in the grocery store a couple days ago. Eggs was like scarce. There was a few cartons left. Where was I at? I was in Target. A few cartons of eggs left. They trying to get that Green New Deal shit through. Remember, they want to get rid of all the cows because they be farting too much. They want us eating bug bars. They want Soylent Green out this bitch. They want you to eat that shit they was eating on Snowpiercer. That's what they want. You know. You been seeing them blaming Donald Trump for the eggs and the bird flu? That's fucking hilarious. Cause last I checked, like I said, me and Jay was covering that shit 2 years ago under the Nickel Slick administration. They trying to blame him for everything. Oh, the price of eggs haven't gone down. Hey, the nigga been in office for 2 weeks. 3 weeks. That's going on 3 weeks. Nigga he can't fucking Shazam that shit into fucking existence. Got some work to do. If we can get all that shit down, you know what we gotta do? If we can start bringing down the cost of shit, we gotta reduce our spending. We gotta cut the fat. And that's what he's doing right now. In order for us to get those interest rates and all the prices to start coming down, we gotta do some house cleaning first. I'm just saying. We gotta do some house cleaning first. But you got everybody, especially the left, out here acting like spoiled rich kids. They tell you you pick them up from school, they want to go to McDonald's. You're like, nah, we got food in the house. But I'm hungry. I said, nigga, we got food in the house. We gotta stop eating out so much. Now they huffing and puffing and sucking their teeth, acting like you ain't did shit for them. I just want y'all to know, all the people on Capitol Hill that's defying Trump, they all virtue signaling to y'all. All they're doing is virtue signaling to you guys. Period. Full stop. stamps had eggs? Just understand that. A lot of the people that's mad that U.S. aid is going by the wayside, it's not because it was some fucking benevolent agency that was helping countries get back on their feet. No. That agency was handing out checks to them politicians at the same time helping to stabilize countries and install U.S. puppets. But you want to save U.S. aid because of the name. The name don't even mean what it say. All I'm saying is this. Let Donald Trump cook. Let Donald Trump cook, please. Let Donald Trump cook. Right now, he ain't done shit that is worth like, yo, you need to slow your roll, my nigga. You need to slow your roll. He ain't done nothing yet. Like I said, y'all was worried about tariffs, and Canada and Mexico was like, they started folding. They found payments to a sex toy shop. I could believe it. I'm sure USA was responsible for the condoms going to Gaza. USA gave they gave $10 million. Was it $10 million? $10 million so they could fucking start a transgender comic book in like Afghanistan or some shit like that. U.S. aid is how the United States government and the powers that be laundered their money. They're probably paying Epstein. Epstein probably got his money through U.S. aid. I'm just saying. I seen the Miss Wolf. It just came through. Is that about the real ID? Is that about that real ID? That's been a thing for a while though, right? Real ID's been a thing for a while, right? Like I'm pretty sure I got real ID when I had to renew my license. I'm pretty sure I got real ID. Cause it was almost like I had to reapply for my license and shit. I had to bring like 2 forms of fucking ID, some mail, my social security card to renew my driver's license. They was doing that shit in Maryland though. I know some illegals who got licenses, and I'm like, how the fuck you get a driver's license, my man? Some program that Maryland had under Hogan. Stan Reeves, where were y'all black people 4 years ago? Stan must be new. Stan must be new. You know where we was, Stan? Or you want to know where I was, Stan? I was being shadow banned by YouTube, Stan. I was being shadow banned by YouTube, Stan. Hoteps as a whole, I'm the most banned. I might be the most banned person on YouTube, period, full stop. TikTok gave me 10 years, Stan. TikTok gave me 10 years, Stan. I don't even know why they gave me 10 years. They gave me 10 years, Stan. Well, I know why they gave me 10 years. But there wasn't no reason. They don't like what I talk about, bro. We've been calling this shit out. That's why we got a show called Hotep's Been Told You. MAGA brought us out of the shadows. There goes Stan. He must be a MAGA bot. Stan don't know who he's talking to. Stan don't know who he's talking to. I probably was a Trump supporter before Stan even thought about being a Trump supporter. Stan need to check our resume out this bitch. Oh, is that right? Oh, Stan been in the lives before? I mean, Stan a bot. Stan's sitting Indian style in a bot farm in India. Where you black people been? These developers are something else. I guess Stan's supposed to represent the racist side of MAGA. Stan must racist. He must represent the, or allegedly represent the racist side of MAGA. That shit is hilarious. Stan came in this bitch to give MAGA a bad name. He heard nothing we've been talking about for the past 66 minutes and 30 seconds. Stan might be Jasmine Crockett at her desk. Stan might be Jasmine Crockett at her desk posing as some guy named Stan. Clark Kent is Antichrist 2025. Maybe. Maybe. They might got them red heifers, Clark. Am I good enough for heaven? Ever lied or stolen before? Ever cursed? Ever lusted or hated anyone before? We all have, Stan. But guess what? I mean, Stan. Clark. We all have. But guess who died for my sins, Clark? My Lord and Savior Jesus Christ died for my sins, Clark. See, the Bible says even the righteous man falls 7 times, Clark. Did you know that the priest that took all of the sacrificing into the temple for the Lord, he had to repent for his sins every day before he went into there? But guess what? Our Lord and Savior said, forgive them, Father, for they know not what they do. For God so loved the world, Clark, that he gave his only begotten Son. And whoever believeth in him shall not perish, Clark, but have everlasting life. There you go, Daisy. I am covered by the hedge of protection. There, Clark. The hedge of protection. The Lord guides me, and my words may not always be the most eloquent, but the Lord knows my heart, Clark. The Lord knows my heart. Not a sermon, just a thought. Who remember the commercials? Remember that? I used to like them. They used to come on the radio in between songs, and he'd be like, I forget, I don't know if he was at the Church of Jesus Christ or Latter-day Saints. I don't know what he was, but he would say some real biblical stuff, or some real, like, he'd put some real gems out on a commercial and be like, not a sermon, just a thought. Oh man, it was great. But guys, let Donnie T cook. Stop being out here talking about we're doomed. Oh my God, we're doomed. Like, you live here. You live in America, and you should be rooting for the prosperity of America. And right now, Donnie T done came in He saw some malfeasance and some misfeasance happening within our government ranks. And he's here to rectify and correct it as of right now. Now, when he start doing some dumb shit, you will hear it on this channel, and I will call that shit out. That Gaza shit, Trump is stupid. Leave that shit alone, my nigga. You is not Alexander the Great, okay? You are not Genghis Khan. We are not about to start doing some fucking conquest shit. Leave that shit alone. Let Israel deal with it. But, you know what I mean? But at the same time, we need to get this economy back on track. And the way you do that is you cut back your spending, you trim the fat, you find out where the frivolous spending is going, you cut that shit short, and then you can start to recoup from there. That's what he's doing right now. Let this nigga cook. It may work out for you in the long run. I'm just saying. That's all I'm saying. Stop thinking that everything is fucking bad. I love my family to death. I love my wife's family to death. But they want me to talk to them tomorrow. Uh-oh. What happened? There we go. We back, though. We back. My phone overheated at that time. But like I said, I love my family. I love my wife's family so much. But they want me to talk to them about prepping should a disaster happen. Because they think that Trump is about to run us into the fucking... About to fucking send America to hell in a handbasket. I just laughed. I laughed. I'm like, first off, you should always have some preps just in case some shit go down. I'm like, two, we dodged that bullet. That was Kamala. If she would have gotten in office, then yeah, we would have to have we had to have that conversation. We would have to have that conversation. You know? But I'm like, okay, we can have a conversation. I just don't want to. I told my wife, I was like, yo, I should just walk into it with my fucking MAGA hat on and just be like, all right, y'all ready? I'm not even gonna bring it up. We just gonna talk about it. But some of them can't help themselves. And I'm sure I'm gonna have to humble some of them because they just tripped me out. I'm like, y'all niggas is worried about what? The price of groceries going up? Y'all wasn't worried about that 4 years ago? What y'all think gonna happen? We dodged that bullet. Like, so y'all think that Trump getting rid of unnecessary divisions in the government and cutting back spending is going to send us into the Great Depression? No, if we continued on that path of overspending and funding new wars, we were going into that. I just laugh. It's fucking hilarious. You know? I trust all my moderators. Y'all feel like that shit need to get out of the paint, take that shit out of the paint. You know what I mean? Reverse that shit. I mean, take them out of the paint. I trust y'all. Now, Miss Wolf and Steph be giving big numbers. We giving them big time. I was like, damn, are they suspended for the next stream too? Damn, that's what's up. I ain't mad at it though. But yeah, they want me to tell them how to fucking get ready for like a fucking apocalyptic event. That's fine. Everybody has some kind of like some food stores and stuff, but I think we dodged that. But whatever. There will be food there. I will be there too. If there's food there, then I will be there too. Oh man, this is funny to me. Cause I'm just looking around and I feel like I'm taking crazy pills. I'm like, y'all keep talking about government spending. The government spends too much. Keep showing the fucking debt clock, the debt counter. He come in, he finding money. He cutting back costs. He cutting back spending. He's relaxing regulations for companies to come back to America. What's the problem? And they really think that Trump inherited Obama's economy. That's the shit that they keep saying that drives me insane. I'm like, he did what? Well, Trump inherited Obama's economy. Every president inherited the other president's economy. Now, whether that president's economy is good or bad is yet to be seen. Biden inherited a fucking economy on the uptrend, even after yeah, I mean, even after the pandemonium, the economy was back on the uptrend, and then Biden fucking tanked it by reversing everything. Everything. Obama's economy wasn't the best. It wasn't worse than Biden's, but it wasn't the best. Trump comes in, he starts relaxing regulations, he starts to lower the corporate tax, he starts doing all this shit that'll benefit what's the word? Corporations and job creators. Guess what? These companies started coming back to America and opening manufacturing and warehouses in America that fucking stimulated our economy. Our economy was in a boom. And our economy has stayed in a boom for fucking 3.5 years. Until they fucking pulled the pin on that fucking biological grenade and tossed that bitch into society. And then shit started going south, and then all of a sudden, oh look, his economy's failing. It's like, yo, they literally had to pull a biological weapon out of their ass to make him look bad. And we know that's true because now you got the CIA even saying that shit was man-made. Came from a lab. I'm just saying. Obama's mom? Oh, Lord have mercy. That'd be crazy. I mean, it wouldn't be crazy. His granddaddy was a part of the CIA. Fucking USAID out here funding these publications, funding news outlets to lie to you. They were funding news outlets to lie to you. Obama, we was at $5 a gallon in the area I used to live in. I'm so glad to see the price drop under Trump last term. We need more of that. Yeah. I'm just laughing. I'm like, yo, he inherited Obama's economy. Every president inherits the other his previous president's economy. But Obama's economy was fucking mid at best. Trump came in, did some tweaking, and that shit started booming. I don't know how y'all can have I don't know where the mental gymnastics comes from to where so y'all deny that fact. The shit was booming and it continued to boom. 91% of the lower middle class benefited tremendously from Trump's tax cuts. I asked him to tax the top 10%. He did that, and then y'all found out y'all was part of the top 10%, and y'all motherfuckers started crying. People taking multiple vacations, motherfuckers in Dubai with turbans on and shit. But they had more money in their pocket. Donnie T on his way to win his second fucking term. They reach all the way over into fucking Wuhan, get the fucking grenade, and fucking toss that shit into society, and fucking just tanked everything. They was ready to scorch earth on everything to make sure he didn't win a second term. And then when they had their fucking foot on your neck, they considered to put pressure. Here, everybody, you need to take this shit. Take it or else. Here, guys, we'll give you a lottery ticket. Here go a free donut. Here goes some pizza. Motherfuckers that didn't comply after that, all right, either you take it or you lose your fucking life. Hey, military, you take it or you get dishonorably discharged. Mike has bad knees. He ain't here. He'll tell you. He'll tell you what it was in the military. You work for the federal government, you have to take this or else. That's what you call a totalitarian. That's what you call authoritarian. That's what you call a fucking dictator. Oh, you opened your gym? You're going to get arrested because we told you to shut it down. No, McDonald's is fine. McDonald's will stay open. The liquor stores? No, let the liquor store stay open too. That's what you call authoritarian. His granddad was paid through that shit. His granddaddy probably helped start it. Obama granddaddy probably allegedly helped start the shit. His grandfather allegedly might have been a part of the whole JFK shit. But I digress. Because we know his grandfather was a part of the Charlie Indigo Alpha at the same time that HW was. Barry O was always being groomed to be a politician. And the funny part is that y'all think that politicians who don't even, most of these politicians who don't own companies, who ain't never worked a real job in their life, can tell you how to balance a fucking budget. Kamala couldn't even balance $1.4 billion. How's she fucking $20 million in a hole? This shit just makes no sense to me. No, he never owned a company. No, he never really had a job. Motherfucker don't know how to balance a checkbook, but he gonna tell you how to balance a budget for the United States. Come on. Didn't get mad when Trump come in and is like, yo, we wasting too much money. I've tasked this guy right here who's going to answer to this woman, because they don't say that shit. I forgot the lady name, but Elon answers to some lady in some department that he put Doge under. He has to answer that lady. And he ain't just running around doing this shit all willy-nilly. Oh, man. That's the funny part. I've tasked him to find all of this fucking this money that we just fucking leaking like a sieve. They found 1 point something. They found almost $2 trillion in wasteful spending in a couple of weeks. Could you imagine within the year them cutting and trimming fat and then knocking $10 trillion off of that debt counter? That'd be crazy. That'd be crazy. That'd be fantastic, but that'd be crazy. Then no tax on income, no tax on tips and overtime. Stimulating that economy. People out here buying shit, vacationing, putting more money into the economy. GDP going through the roof. Relaxing all the red tape for smaller businesses to reopen again like he did in 2016, where he relaxed all of the red tape for smaller businesses to open. Those same businesses that had to close under Joe Biden and his mandates. I'm just saying. What's up, Rudy? Rudy in the building. I see Ray Rudy. I see you. I see that you found your niche on the videos, bro. The one and only says, thank you. People just don't get it's going to take time. Yeah, it take time, yo. It takes time. You gotta recoup your losses first before you can start making moves. Recoup your losses and then start making money moves, yo. Rudy said I'm going full Rudy said I'm going full MAGA. I don't want none of that shit. You know what I mean? Then you got people really tripping over transgenders can't compete in sports. We're going to do another stream on the transgender shit. Transgenders can't compete in sports with girls. My sister sent me that shit. I said, yep. She was like, good. My sister don't like Trump. She's like, that's fucking good. That shit need to go the way of the dodo. I can't wait to see motherfuckers protest that shit. Trans women are women too. If you say so. And I'm not saying that trans women don't have the right to compete in sports, but they should not be competing with women. Period, full stop. Just saying. I'm just saying. My man Rudy. Rudy over on X though. He doing all his videos on X, Miss Wild Wolf. You gotta get an X account, Miss Wild Wolf. Rudy over there doing his videos. While he on his while he out there on his fishing boat shit, catching fucking bass and shit, eating good. Eating good. Speaking of that, I don't know if I missed it. I gotta look it up. I need to go duck hunting or something. I'm going rabbit hunting this year. Oh, you did? You got one? Oh, that's what's up. You need to compete in their old category? Yeah. Yeah, make a trans league. Nobody'd be against that shit. That actually might be entertaining to watch, to be honest with you. That might actually be really fucking entertaining to watch. I'm just saying that shit might be fucking hilarious. But start a trans league. Why not? Why not? What's the problem with that? I'm just saying. Could y'all, like I said before, I said it with Flawed. Me and Flawed did that stream, the Griff Report. Imagine my big ass going into the slap league and changing my name to Brandy and identifying as a woman. Also, I can win the female slap league championship. I'm just fucking, I'm in the car fucking doing curls like Sylvester Stallone and over the top. All that other shit just so I can smack the fire out of women. And then they gonna smack me and I am gonna eat all that shit. And I'll win the fucking female slap league championship. I'm gonna slap the woman eye socket loose. God gives you your potential. God does give you your potential. Yeah, we speaking the truth, right? We speaking the truth. Who's that? I don't even know who that was. But yeah, so yeah, we speak the truth over here. I know, yo. I wish we could have went fishing while I was down there and down when I was down Virginia Beach, but that was a nice little hike though. Stan sound like Mike Pence, what? Farsi? Oh, man. Anyway, guys, like I said, let Trump cook, all right? Let that man cook. Right now, he is finding a bunch of frivolous spending, and you should not be against that. Right now, he is correcting a major wrong that the Biden administration did in letting millions upon millions and upon millions of criminal, illegal immigrants into this country. He's correcting that. Let him correct that. That's going to make things a whole lot easier, especially when it comes to all of the resources and money that we're putting out for these illegal immigrants. Nobody says shit about legal immigrants. We're talking about illegal immigrants, people that came in here the wrong way, people who didn't come through the front door. They fucking tried to swim across the Rio Grande and not get caught. All right? Let's recoup that money. Let's recoup all this frivolous spending that's going on in government. All right? Get this man a chance to fucking get some shit done. Stop sitting here fucking just hoping for doom and gloom when you live here. Stop. You live here. You should be rooting for his success. Because if he win, then we all win. Tired of hearing, he's only going to give tax breaks to his business buddies. You know what? If they creating 100,000 jobs, if they out here building manufacturing plants and creating thousands and thousands of jobs, right? then yes, they deserve a fucking tax break because guess what? We gonna make billions off of them. Case in point, remember when Amazon was supposed to go to, I forgot, was it Brooklyn? Where was Amazon supposed to go in New York? And AOC killed it. Oh, we were giving them $3 billion in tax cuts. Okay, but you stood to make $27 billion in revenue. They were getting $3 billion in tax cuts, but New York was going to make $27 billion in revenue. Again, people who ain't never run a business, people don't know how to balance a checkbook, telling you how money works. He's only giving it to his business buddies. Yeah, because his business buddies is creating fucking millions of jobs. You lower the corporate tax rate so they can stay here in America and not go do their shit abroad. Tired of getting on the phone and I gotta talk to somebody. And I don't got nothing against no Indians. I work with Indians at my job. They super cool people. They're fantastic. Your food is delicious. Okay, when we have fucking potlucks at work, I can't wait. Because that food, it might hurt. It might hurt later coming out. But going in, it's fucking delicious. You know what I mean? But like, I'm like, yo, and it's an American company. Why am I talking to Vishnu? And I don't understand nothing Vishnu's saying. It's because they outsourced the job because it costs too much to do business here in America. So when Trump lowered the corporate tax rates and give tax cuts to businesses, guess what? It gets passed on to the working man because they're creating jobs. Understand how money works first before y'all start regurgitating what the government is paying the media to tell you. If you own a multi-billion-dollar corporation and the rest of the world is operating on, I don't know, 20% corporate tax rate, right? Somewhere in that realm, right? But in America, it's 30% corporate tax rate. Are you going to keep your company here? Or are you going to go to Mexico? Or are you going to go to India? Or are you going to go down to Argentina? I wouldn't stay here if I could save some money going to another country. But if you get a tax cut in America, the country that you fucking live in and your business is associated with, and you cut the corporate tax rate to either at 20% or below 20% so you can compete with the rest of the world, then guess what? I'm bringing my business back. I'm going to build my plant right here. Because I can hire American citizens. I'm getting a tax break from the government, and I can still make a decent profit. Y'all know how many fucking companies left under Obama? That's all you inherit Obama's economy. You know how many companies left under Obama and outsourced their work to other countries? I like that, Rudy. I like that, Rudy. Go look at how many companies fucking left under the Obama administration because the corporate tax rate was too high and they couldn't fucking be competitive on the world stage here. Just fucking wake up and be smart. Wake up and be smart. They left quick as shit. Every time I got on the fucking phone for customer service, it was some other country answering the goddamn phone. They left fast. But you give them a tax break, you lower the corporate tax rate in America, guess what? They come back. You gave them an incentive to come back and hire American citizens. The United States is traded on Dun & Bradstreet as the United States of America Corporation. The United States of America Corporation is traded on Dun & Bradstreet as the United States of America Corporation. The United States of America is a business and needs to be run as such. Y'all want a good example of how most people view America? Go watch the Beast. Go watch the Mr. Beast games. Go watch the Mr. Beast games. I was thinking about this last night. I like it. It's a pretty good show. Go watch the Mr. Beast games. It's a show where winner take all. Winner take all. $5 million. Winner takes all. It's a fucking game. And these people get butthurt if somebody fucking get over on them or slights them or lies to them. I'm like, it's a fucking game. It's winner take all. Only one of y'all can win the money. I thought you were solid. I thought you said that you. I mean, we were a team. I'm like, yo, at the end of the day, one of y'all can win. There can be only one. And y'all mad because the person's playing the game the way it should be played? You putting your trust in a stranger you only knew for a few days? I thought you were going to be fair. Bitch, I want $5 million. I don't know you. I'm gonna finesse you if it'll help me win this money though. They want unity and fucking communism on that show. Go watch the show. They want unity and communism on that show. And I'm like, it's a winner take all show. Exactly, Matt. See, Matt, no, he said, I'm taking that shit quick. we picked him because we trust him. I just know that he's not going to share. Ding, 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 ding. $1 million. My odds of winning the 5 is probably slim next to none, but this $1 million, I'm gone. See y'all. Poof. Fuck is y'all to me? Vince says, I have family in Mexico who told me they lost respect for America after seeing Joe Biden. They respect America again with Trump in office and this war on the cartel. That's another thing too. Somebody before I get out of here, somebody on my X account. So I posted a video on X and on TikTok and shit because I can post on TikTok, but I can't promote any of my shit. Right? I can't promote nothing. I can't put no money behind. I can't do shit. It's just sitting on my TikTok page. Anyway, but I like using TikTok because I like the way I can make my videos on there. So I put it on there and I put it on my YouTube and all that shit because I'm not paying for CapCut. But I digress. So I put a video out like, hey, yo, the cartel, basically I was saying the cartels might be tough, but they do not want smoke with the American military. I said the American military, I said Trump will send them pipe hitters in that bitch like Ghost Recon, and they ain't gonna know what happened. This dumbass nigga goes, people sitting this nonsense don't know how dangerous the cartels are. There are 39 million Mexicans in America. And I'm just sitting there like, so what you're telling me is that you just generalize every Mexican in America saying that every Mexican in America is a criminal. That's what you just said. You just said every Mexican in America is a criminal and they belong to the cartel. Nobody knows how dangerous the cartel is. There's 39 million Mexicans in America. You just saying that now you're telling me that every Mexican is beholden to the cartel that's in America. Doe said the cartel is the Mexican military. Exactly. Matt Alonso said 2 out of the 4 they lost. They lost the game the next time. One girl won like a fucking hold on, y'all. I gotta put my charger. I think the one girl won like a fucking. She won like an island, right? I think she came up on that. Hopefully she can flip the island or something. But yeah, but they're in there like, he lied to us. He lied to us. He said he wasn't going to do it and he did it. And I'm like, yeah, it's a fucking game. That's what he's supposed to do. He don't have no allegiance to you. This ain't a group project. He said, "Got somebody fighting Jackson Mexico 0." This shit is crazy to me. I'm like, yo, go watch the Mr. Beast games. That is the left for you right there. That's them right there. Giving up the pussy on promises, and then that nigga don't return your phone calls. That's what they did with Joe Nickel Slick for 4 years. He rickrolled the shit out of everybody. Tanked the economy because they wanted a great reset. Remember that term, great reset? You got to crash the system after great reset. I just want people to be smart. Stop fucking, like, all they do is watch fucking CNN and MSNBC. Like, go get a you know what? I know what diversity is. Only watching CNN or only watching Fox or only watching MS or The View or only getting your fucking news from fucking Twitter. That is not diverse. Go diversify your fucking news. Get a diversity of ideas and opinions, and then form your own. Skin color and gender and shit don't always represent diversity. There is diversity of thought. Diversities of lifestyles and shit like that. They play identity politics. The only diversity and equity they want you to believe in is the diversity in skin color and gender and equity and an equal outcome and not equal opportunity. That's the difference between equity and equality. Equality is equal opportunity, equity is equal outcome. And like I said earlier, I don't want another quote-unquote system administrator next to me making the same money I make and don't know shit about IT. I'm just saying. I tell you guys. Anyway, guys, that's all I got for y'all. I'm about to go. I got to replace a phone and some other shit. I don't know what I got to do today, honestly. I think a lot of people stayed home today because of the weather. The weather ain't that bad. The weather's not that bad. I'm in my sports car driving. Like, it was a little icy this morning, but it's alright. I was like, I'm not driving that truck. That truck wastes too much gas. I'm going to just take my car. I'll be fine. Anyway, I'm going to go ahead and replace this phone, see what else I need to do, and then hopefully it's an easy day. Anyway, guys, I'll be back tonight. Hotep's Been Told You After Party here on the Canon Hotep YouTube channel, Rumble, X, Kick, Canon Hotep. It's after the Hotep's Been Told You podcast, which is on Hotep Jesus' channel. That's on Hotep Jesus on YouTube and HBTY Pod on Kick. It's a fun time, guys. If you really want to get a diversity of opinions and shit like that, then you need to come holler at the Hoteps, because we all don't agree with each other. But guess what? We all still talk and debate and all that other stuff in spite of. We all got the same mindset. We're free thinkers. Anyway, until next time, it's Canon Hotep saying be blessed, stay strapped, don't miss. Don't worry about tomorrow, guys. Tomorrow got enough problems of its own. Worry about today. I'll holler at y'all.